If you missed it, last week, two pretty big campaigns launched. Of course, I'm talking about the Ralph Lauren collaboration with Oak Bluffs, Spelman and Morehouse, as well as the American Eagle campaign launch with Sydney Sweeney. And one was pretty much universally acclaimed, celebrated, shared, while the other one was caught up in a little bit of controversy, which I'll get up to in a moment. But the first big difference between these two campaigns is really the difference on focusing on celebrity versus focusing on community. I think with celebrity endorsements, they can work, but they're by nature top down. You are finding the biggest celebrity, the biggest star that has the highest top of funnel awareness that's relevant to the consumer or the audience you're trying to reach. And you're hoping that they can deliver that message or get those eyeballs that you want. And that's what American Eagle did. Whereas with Ralph Lauren, they are tapping into a community. And so they didn't use name brand models. There's no celebrity really attached to this campaign or main spokesperson. They got, models that reflected the visual palette of the people that go to Oak Bluffs, which if you don't know, Oak Bluffs is a part of Martha's Vineyard that's historically been really a safe haven and a summer destination for Black Americans. I myself went for the first time last year. It's a really special place and there are a lot of stories there. And that's what Ralph Lauren did with this campaign. They shared those stories. They gave all of their audience an insight into what that world is like. And for the African Americans who have been living that reality for generations, it gave them an opportunity to share and highlight that experience. Which again is, I think, another thing that the American Eagle campaign really misses. I mean, there's no real mission or story or vision for the campaign. The whole idea behind it is basically Sydney Sweeney's hot. Sydney Sweeney wears our jeans. Therefore, if you want to be hot or look hot, you should wear these jeans too. And the whole controversy around that was basically in some of the ads, the word jeans with a J, like the denim, is a bit of a double entendre for genes with a G, like genetics, which can be taken in a way to specify that certain genetics or certain genes are good, meaning others are bad, and really related to ideas of racial hierarchy and eugenics, which got that campaign caught up in a lot of controversy. Now, the American Eagle campaign with Sydney Sweeney will support a charity that does work with victims of domestic violence and domestic abuse, but there is a fair amount of irony there because they're using sex appeal for the campaign. And for Ralph Lauren, why you don't see that bump. So I thought that was an interesting moment that I wanted to highlight because not a lot of people are talking about that specific aspect of these campaigns. As someone who grew up in the South and had really no exposure or knowledge of communities like Oak Bluffs and others throughout the United States, where well-to-do African Americans would spend a bunch of time in a relaxing environment, in a communal environment, this campaign is really important to me. I think campaigns like this are also really important because they're bringing a lot of eyeballs and a lot of energy to a space and a place, for better or worse, that usually doesn't get it, but Ralph Lauren, I think, did it the right way by highlighting the stories of the generations of people that have made that place home instead of finding just another celebrity to step into a pair of jeans.